What's up, everybody? We are back here with the Equinox as a little follow-up. So, if you've not seen this one, please click the link, watch it first, so you don't get any spoilers. Everybody else, enjoy. So, if you watch the video where we diagnosed this Equinox, you know we're putting an ECM in this thing, and that this is a global A architecture vehicle. So it means used PCMs generally won't go through. Like, you can't program them with GM software, the SPS2. Even the older SPS that was different than the Techline Connect version, even that version, you couldn't program these things. So what I'm going to do is I've got Techline connected. I got the original PCM hooked up, and we're going to attempt to program the used module. And as you can see, I've got SPS hooked up to the original ECM, so we get the VIN. We're going to replace and reprogram, and it's going to go through its thing. It's going to find all the ECMs or all the computers, and this is where you want to key off, swap the computer, plug it, the used one up, key back on, and try to program it. So let me get out here and swap that real fast. I know it's going to be a little windy and noisy out. It's cold today, but here's our original. Here's our donor. So let's just unhook this. Let me sit y'all down. This will be easier with two hands. It's cold today. My hands hurt. I do have my van hooked up with jumper cables here. My van is running to give us a consistent power, so we don't have voltage issues. I know the last time I was working on it, I got the battery pretty low. So now that we got that swapped around, let's go here to our engine control unit. We're just going to do a programming. All right, keys on. And it's going to read, and it's going to know the VIN is wrong. And see, we're going to get this telling us it's a mismatch, and we want to hit override. That way it'll attempt to change the VIN. Okay, and as you can see, since we're doing replace reprogram, we've got unrecognized calibrations, and these are what it needs. So it's going to do its thing. And we should get an error code eventually. Well, the timer just ended, and now it's doing a retry. So yeah, it didn't go through. I'm sure it's going to probably try a few more times and then give us the error code. Well, that was it. We got the error, and then it's come back up with a VIN mismatch kind of thing. So let's now see what the IO terminal will do. So if you're interested in doing like module cloning type stuff, or if you deal with a lot of GMs with global A modules, or pretty much any modules that can't be reprogrammed conventionally, reach out to the same person I got this IO terminal from. This great guy. He's doing a lot to try to help techs kind of get into this. His website will be linked in the description. His name's Mike Christofferson. He does training in persons and onlines. Highly suggest, if you want to kind of get into this, look into some of his training stuff, his tools. Like he tries to sell all the useful tools. Not only that, he kind of helps tell you what tools are good for what from his experience. And really, they're not priced any higher than you'll find pretty much anywhere else. So give him a check out if you're kind of into any of this stuff. So we got IO terminal hooked up here, and we're going to go to GM ECUs, and we're at E39. So we're going to tell it to connect, and there we go. It's going through all the things and waiting for command. So we're going to first read the EEPROM. It is cold today, real cold. So it is finished, says it's rated OK. So if we go over here to the dump, and here's all of our data, we're going to save this, and I'm actually going to create a new folder in here. This is what was the VIN number on this thing? I don't remember. I'm just going to put 11 Equinox for now. I'll change this later to the last 8 of the VIN number. And we're going to put EEPROM let's do EEPROM original. Save that. Go back over here. We're going to read the flash. And this will probably take a while. I think the flash usually takes a lot longer than the EEPROM, so I'm going to let this run and probably go sit in my van for just a minute, warm my hands up. They are so cold. Okay, so it says there flash has read OK, so we're going to do the same thing. Go over to our memory dump. If you scroll up, you'll see this is what it read out. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to save this. And we're going to call this one Flash Original. Let's save that. And then this read shadow flash, I'm not really sure what that's all about. It gives us this shadow flash password. I'm not really sure if it changes anything here or not. Yes, it does. So I'll save this. I don't know what this is, but who knows? Might come in handy. So we're going to go out here, swap these around, and then we're going to come back and write these files. Okay, so I've swapped them. I did hit disconnect because I want to reconnect, make sure everything connects to the new computer, or the new computer. Alright, and on memory dump, let's open the EEPROM original. We're going to go back over here, and we're going to write. And like down here at the bottom it says erasing and writing. EEPROM done that fast. So let's go back over here, and we're going to now open the flash. And I just noticed a misspelled original because my hands are really cold and I can't type. Okay. And then we're going to write the flash. And as you can see, we're erasing all the blocks, and it'll go back through and write them all. I'm sure this will probably take a few minutes as well. Alright, so writing the flash is complete, and it says OK. So device waiting for commands. So let's hit the disconnect button, and we're going to do a key cycle. I'm going to let it sit for a while, let the BCM go to sleep. If you don't really know how long it takes a GM for the BCM to go to sleep, don't open the door and wait for the donuts to go out. It's a pretty good indication of when the BCM has kind of went to sleep. Like pretty much all the modules have went to sleep enough to where you can turn the key back on. Let's see. And if everything went through right and I understand this correctly, I should be able to just now crank the car. And it fired right up. Interesting. And I can already tell it is running much better. We don't have our reduced engine power message popping up. Got some low tires, change engine oil. We don't even have a check engine light. So that is pretty promising. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. All in all, if you know what you're doing, this takes 10 minutes, give or take. And just learning keys, like if you use just to learn keys on this thing, that's a 12-minute wait. Plus having to do all the key cycles and stuff, you're looking at a key job in 15 minutes at the minimum, I would think. So that's not even counting like programming it and whatnot. So all in all, if you was to bought a new module, put a new module in here, programmed it, learned the keys, you would then also have to get it up to temperature to learn the crankshaft variations. Let's see, I might be forgetting something else. Not sure. But all in all, you're probably looking at 30 minutes to 45 minutes at the minimum if you're doing a new module. So this is a lot faster. Like this would even be fast if you're doing a new module. Just read the old module, write the dumps into the new module. It would be real fast. So I'm gonna go in and look at our calibrations on SPS and see if they match now. I'm pretty sure they are because the car cranks and runs and everything's in there. So pretty positive they're gonna match. But let's just look and see. Okay, so we got SPS pulled back up here, and I just want to keep it at reprogram because I want to know what is got calibration wise. If you hit replace and reprogram, sometimes it's going to override certain calibrations no matter what. So it'll show like unrecognized calibration because it doesn't really care. It's going to override them. Of course, SPS is slow this morning like I am. So there we have it. That's it's real cool. I like it. Hopefully I'll make some money with this tool. I think I will. But anyways, if you thought this was interesting and you want to get into it a little more, you know where to go. If not, then do some research. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. See you guys later.